On today's episode, featured videos include
Hi there, everyone. Welcome to episode 30 of the supplemental broadcast here on Alexandria Alternative Media Broadcasting and OK Copernicus Production. I'm your host, Jess, but you can call me Epitome or Burn Kid because I'm Epitome the Burn Kid. Please be sure to follow the entire archival project, hashtag YouTube Recommended Chronicles, on X or Tumblr for the latest videos, music, memes, and more that I post. Listen to the official soundtrack on SoundCloud. And if you're watching me on YouTube, please be sure to find me on Rumble should anything happen in this channel. All links discussed in today's episode can be found below in the description box. And please be sure to subscribe, like, share, follow, and tell a friend about the many things we cover here in our program. Just a friendly reminder before I get started, heavy solar activity, got a CME coming in either today or tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. So if I glitch or itch or, do stuff like this, I'm sorry. I'm like allergic to excess light particles, evolutionary health things. So whatever. Anyway, on to today's featured video recommendations. So, first video comes in from Redacted, titled Hang On. Bill Gates just said, "What about vaccines? Are you kidding?" So, who wants us to think all vaccines are great and to ask no questions for the greater good or face behavioral modification procedures? That's right. Farmer Dr. Mad Philanthropist Bill Gates does. Like we asked his opinion. Vaccines are relatively new to humanity. Medications are relatively new to humanity, but date back to the 1800s. Think Civil War medicine. Vaccines only go back to about 1950. And electricity, turn of the century. So there's a lot of this stuff is really, really new that all of us we've been immersed in our whole lives. And we don't really know the end result. So take a deep dive with the team from Redacted on why infectious disease was on the decline. That's right, before the advent of vaccines. But post vaccination and the modern medicine era, like after like the 60s, these rates are on a continual rise. Do I hear the population murmurs again? I think I do. Head on over to Redacted for the stories you need to hear and that the others won't cover. Second on today's program comes in from the channel Armor of God, Spiritual Warfare. And the title of this video is Father Joseph Anuzi, the Extraterrestrial Brothers, Nephilim, and what the church says about the. So did you ever wonder, I'm sure you did, did you ever wonder what the Roman Catholic clergy's view on ETs, space aliens, was? Well, Armor of God Spiritual Warfare is a YouTube channel that takes questions from their viewers, researches Catholic doctrine, and clergy statements to provide answers to the viewers. And this installment focuses on the church's stances on the extraterrestrial brothers and features different interview snippets on the topic. For more on such fascinating niche topics, be sure to check out their channel and search for titles that strike your curiosity because they really cover some humdingers if you like aliens and exorcism. All of that interesting stuff. Right. Second, we have video in from Ireland Clark, and the title of this video is Matrix Collapse. This will save you. Ascension, New Earth. So we've discussed the prophetic wealth transfer a bit lightly on the program already on the past few episodes, and now we're going to view it from the ascension perspective, more common across the New Age light worker demographic. While I do not share much agreement with the ideals and goals of this demographic, I have found that their forecasted events coincide very much so with prophecy, and their prophecies are being fulfilled just as frequently as biblical, Buddhist, and indigenous prophecies are all coming true. New Earth is equivalent to the new kingdom in biblical prophecy. Ascension is the evolutionary process that involves the sun and the Schumann resonance. And Mystery Babylon is the 3D matrix. It is important for us to learn and listen to all videos on what puzzle pieces have people have come across. I have seen I've seen too many make the mistake of only listening to the puzzle pieces that they're familiar with and are really missing out on expanding and figuring out more of this mosaic we're all crafting together, building and I guess unpacking this mystery, so to say. So if this viewpoint or curiosity about this resonates with you and you think you should go check out this point of view, head on over to Ireland Clark's channel for more on her views of the unfolding events of our times in current events here. Now, in from channel Old World Florida, the title of this video is Airships Uncovered When Heavenly Giants Floated Over Florida. So I don't have a lot to say about the selection because it really does speak for itself. I do highly advise you click on the link. It's really good for Old World Florida's videos, all of their videos. This one's exceptionally good though with the airships. Beautiful music is set to well-maintained silent era motion picture footage from the early 20th century. It is amazing what the world was like 100 years ago. They really did like their airships and their blimps. They really did. And it was pretty cool. I recommend you go check it out. This kind of footage, it's amazing it's lasted. It's beautiful. It's not nearly as fickle as this internet, which could go bloop in like 1 second. Oh, what a all right. Another one in from our buddies at Redacted. The WHO pandemic treaty will change everything. Good thing. It's in deep. Yeah, one of them no words in the titles. I'm too cute to say. So anyway, now it's time to take a look at this one. So calling this thing a treaty. It's an open admission. They've waged war on sovereign countries and citizens alike. Am I right or am I right? That's like what they did. So this type of overstep is something that they have gotten used to having little to no pushback over. We are literally at war with unelected, unconstitutional for-profit NGOs that only look out for the well-being of the most elitist of the elitists. Want to hear more about their proposed binding agreements to cover an infodemic? That's right, infodemic. They want to lock you in your house because someone posted a meme that upset their fragile sensibilities. And that's what happened. Yeah, these guys think they're better than us. I think they're showing that. Want to hear more about their proposed binding agreements and their other weird ideas? Head on over to Redacted to get more on these greedy, gluttonous globalists. Triple G, gluttonous globalists. All right, we got a fun one to finish up with, everyone. So let us finish our show today with a little esoteric mix from Agrippa's diary titled "The Martinist Order: The Unknown Heirs of the Christian Kabbalistic Arts." This is a well-illustrated and narrated documentary on the Martinists, a group of Christian mystics who developed notable practices in the efforts of enlightenment and communion with the divine. This group had a strong focus on communicating with the angelic hierarchies, which is a common theme popping up across prophetic messages from a multitude of backgrounds and perspectives. To learn more about the history and impact of the Martinist order and its links to Luciferianism, it's kind of like the New Age one, be sure to watch the entire video to gain a good understanding of this group's basic principles and goals. We're very soon over on my new program, Pan Panen Pious Prophetic Ponderings. Look for it. It's on both Rumble and YouTube. We are about to, on I think episode 3 or 4, we're about to actually discuss King James and his paranoia about being hunted down by, you know, like witches and stuff, and him literally banning the magic that God literally endowed and gave instructions for Abraham, Moses, and Enoch brought down more instruction. They banned us from knowing astrology when you have to know astrology to please God, to know the end times and to know where things are and what things are happening. For more on those takes, I'm not really going to do those on this show because I'm going to keep my more religious, spiritual, theosophical, anthroposophical, all of that. That's going to be on PPPPP pondering. So if you see videos that say PPPPP ponderings, that is my very focus on eschatology from a multicultural perspective, but we're keeping a very, very, very biblical focus and where I think things might go right or wrong, because I have a lot of sets of instructions to follow and to decipher. And I've been called to help guide everyone through that half of the journey separate from the show. So look out for that show. And on to my favorite part of this show, my auspicious op-ed, where I thought about some stuff. I composed some words for everyone that I think matter. I think they mean something. And I hope it inspires you to do something similar, because this is how we're going to change the world together, everyone. So here goes. Are you braced for the upcoming collapse of fiat currency, a Western culture that has long surpassed its zenith? We are in Satan's little season. And the definitive end to the corrupt, narrative-driven push to adulterate all of human history. These factors are looming onto the horizon, but I wonder how many of our citizens are truly prepared for the true magnitude of so many shifts occurring all at once. The time to prepare is coming to a close, but the time to prepare to catapult into thriving amidst the unknown as we evolve and co-create the new era that we're witnessing the labor pains of as we speak together. Yeah, we can do that. The matrix is composed of grids, and we're watching each layered tier of said grids erode, corrode, and decline as we speak. Who would have thought that the surge in chronic conditions and premature death is directly linked to our ignorant, careless usage and treatment of electricity, sound, and energy waves, information, material goods, food, water, soil, and much more. Once you throw in the complete emotional, social, and spiritual neglect coerced on us from our indoctrinatory industries, yeah, that's a lot. You know, the big three: government, business, and academia. They've taken everything. To be completely honest with everyone, I don't know what kind of crackhead on Skid Row would appeal to authority like has been appealed to. But I bet it was brought up in a well-to-do home, saturated in some highly selective, outdated lies about loyalty, effort, and some collectivist lie about entitlements based on the former. I hate admitting this, but from my observations, many people under 40 seem to be prone to these lies. The more educated they are, combined with how easy things have been handed to them and how much they have been given their way on many matters, the more likely this group is going to have a great deal of adversity for the first time ever, thus setting them up for an extremely brutal proving ground. Those who live by fiat currency will die by fiat currency. Is it not time to talk about this openly and honestly? You can't be dependent on monopoly money for survival. You can't do that. In the coming days, your human capital is going to take its rightful place as a fundamental primary priority, because only your time, skills, knowledge, and contributions or productions will have any meaningful value at all. I am thankful for this myself, but I do have great concerns and a great deal of compassion for those who are not prepared to transition to a mostly agrarian, either a decentralized or fully independent cultural framework. If you are currently residing in a city or are fully dependent on the employment and currency paradigm, I would humbly urge you to start learning some rural skills and taking steps to secure some land off grid away from densely populated centers with all the things that you need, of course. With those prophesied disaster cycle, pulse shift, societal collapse, and civil unrest that is, prophesied to be coming very soon, the time to become as little dependent as possible on public infrastructure or private businesses to secure your food, water, shelter, and basic material needs as humanly possible is for the best. Please keep up to date with all emergency and disaster prep needs, and do your best to form co-ops locally, regionally, and worldwide with the internet resources we still have working while they still work. Keep your earnings and savings safe by converting them wisely into precious metals, crypto, and other alternative investments such as art, antiques, or land. Items like books, all lamps, handles, generators, drills, and manual tools are important to acquire before the ability to buy them is gone entirely. That goes also for, the arms that are not attached to us that we might need to bear. Although I really advise people learn like archery and learn to use their arms and stuff. I really do. I truly believe that. Manual is because you're going to run out of, what goes in the other, and you run out of them, and then what can you do? Beat them with the stock? That's no good. So anyway, I love digressing on here with you guys. It's so much fun. Remember to keep extra food, water, fuel, and needed hygiene, medical, and cleaning supplies set apart in safe, weatherproof storage. Very important. And the easiest way to go into the unknown is to go in prepared, and we're going in whether we like it or not. So let's go in prepared, having each other's back, and let's try to have a good time while we're at it. I think we can have a good time learning and prepping together. And that's today's show for everyone. That's so lovely, yet again. Our musical selection today is Escaping the Matrix from my project Transmissions Existential. And this link for that song on SoundCloud and to all the other ways to get a hold of me, follow me, find out what's going on, see what I'm producing, all of those are below. We appreciate any and all donations. PayPal link is below for OK Copernicus Productions. And if you're interested in, getting a hold of me, you need something like, want to know something about the show, have a question, want me to do something on the show. The email is down in the description box, so let me know. And like I like to tell you guys every time, stay safe, stay prepped, stay awesome. You guys are totally awesome. And stay and just keep on being excellent to one another. Let's keep learning and growing together because we're gonna rock this disaster cycle. That's right. All right. So we had a great show. I'll see everyone next time. The epitome out.